Okay, this has had a really low quality paint job. That's what's causing all this. So this is just going to keep peeling off. So that's all over the roof. So when jobs had a low quality paint job like this, you always got to wonder about the rest of it. So having a look at this ridge cap, this is just a mould issue. Right. But what we really want to make sure is that these holes here are drilled out to ensure that they're not blocking the water draining, because what happens is, you can see the ridge caps when they're laid at an angle, right? So water gets in. You can see that crack line, water gets in. Water goes on the inside of this ridge, and then if it can't get out through these drainage holes, it goes into the ceiling. So all of this has got cracked ridge capping. See that? And that's just the age of the actual job itself. You see it? So if you look here, you see the crack lines. And then you see that crack line through there. Okay. See that crack line through there, and that continues as a theme all the way along this ridge. Okay, so that's the crack line. So you can just see water gets absorbed up through here, and it sits on the inside. Now if you have a look on this other side, this is really interesting, because this is what happens when, and you will learn about repointing, but when you point it, onto a surface that you haven't cleaned, which is exactly what happens to these roofs when you get these sort of rough paint jobs, cheap Gold Coast paint job. They point directly onto the ridge capping, but when they do it, they don't actually clean the ridge first, so you end up with this. See how it just pulls away? Because it's basically using a really thin line to hold on to this part. It's only a small few mil is the top of this cap. Now, I won't do it, but I could lift that cap if I wanted to. So it's trying to hold on to here because it's been done incorrectly from the start. It lets go, and then water gets stuck in there, and again you're hoping it's going to come out these weep holes. If it doesn't, it'll go inside the ceiling. So when they get these breaks in the tile, you can see on this one, they run a silicone seal, but they haven't run the silicone above it. So you get these cracks, water just keeps going through, drops into the ceiling. So let's have a look to see if this roof has any sarking. So we just keep sliding the tile up. That's how you get the tiles up on these. Pretty tight. It does have sarking, okay? But what it also has is the nail clip. Right, that clip sits over the edge and latches on. And it's notorious for leaking, so anywhere that there's damaged sarking, you're going to get water in the ceiling. So this is what you don't. So this is where the valley is, right? And one of the things you really don't want is this water running straight in under that cap, because it's got nowhere to go, because that sarking finishes up here. Okay. So when a cap is leaking there, that valley runs to the top. Also got a tile dropped out. It really needs to be, that cap needs to be pulled off. Then this just hasn't been fixed properly. That needs to be clipped in and reset. In that area. Really want to take that off, pull that out, reset this top rung of tiles. So right on the edge. Again, just cracking, but the majority of these tiles are okay, but there's just a lot of breaks. Probably say, from what I could see, about a dozen tiles. Obviously someone's kicked this up to have a look, and they haven't been able to kick it back in. It's got stuck. Oh wow, they painted it. Look at that. Okay, it's back where it should be now.